Alright, here we are with round 5 of our Dominaria Sealed League. We're going to be on the play for this match. And, this hand doesn't look too bad. We have 3 lands, one of each of our colors. We're going to be able to play Academy Drake on time on turn 3, Juggernaut turn 4, maybe even Time of Ice, and heck, Arcane Flight up Juggernaut? Sounds good to me. I like it. I was very unsure about this deck whenever I built it, whenever I cracked open the packs, but I've been very, very happy with it so far. It's performed better than I expected. Ooh, and our Djinn, that's pretty nice, especially since we're going to have our Juggernaut to tap to cast it for cheaper if we want to. And you would question if you do have a flying Juggernaut, maybe you don't want to tap it and lose a turn of damage for that, but this is just a bomb card. Like 5/6 flyer, it's good. We do need to draw into some lands though. Like, we've had 2 draw steps now and haven't seen a land. We're gonna need to see a land on our next turn to be able to play out the Juggernaut. I don't anticipate us playing Time of Ice. Power Stone Shard from our opponent. This is a card I have not yet played against in person or online. We did find our land, so that's very good. So I'm going to go ahead and attack in with Academy Drake. And then we will be playing Juggernaut. Now, Time of Ice is a very good card, because one thing I hadn't realized is that when it taps the opponent's creature, my mind kind of did that whole, freeze effect, whatever it's called, like, where it doesn't untap for that next untap step, but it's actually just like a claustrophobia kind of deal. This is just a permanent tap down as long as Time of Ice is on the field, and then it bounces it on the third one. So even that first one that you tap down when you play this is going to be returned as well, presuming they don't have their own way to untap it. Okay, so he does not attack him with Keldon Overseer. This kind of plays into my hand here. Oh, wow. Lyra Dawnbringer, nice. That is a big card that I can't quite cast yet, unfortunately, but still awesome, awesome card to pull here. So I can either Arcane Flight on my Juggernaut, tap their Keldon Overseer. Ooh, I don't really want to tap their Keldon Overseer and bounce it to their hand in 2 turns, because then they can play it with the kicker that's going to let them steal one of my guys. So that's actually a big downside of Time of Ice here. I could only attack in with the Academy Drake and play the Djinn off of the Juggernaut and then Arcane Flight up my Juggernaut the turn after, which, truth be told, maybe is the right call here. It doesn't give away that I'm going to make my Juggernaut fly, and yeah, I actually think that might be the right call. I think it's just the right call in the long run. Oh crap, my Juggernaut has to attack. What am I thinking? Oh, I screwed up. I should have done that main one. Crap, because he's going to block my Juggernaut. He's just going to seal it away. Okay. So somehow this actually got better for me, because I didn't buy into the Arcane Flight. I mean, I can't play the Djinn like I want to now, which is very unfortunate, but I'll just play my Aven Sentry. So this is far from worst case scenario. Truth be told, it really is. Also, we got rid of that seal away before Lyra came down. They didn't get to seal away my Lyra or my Djinn, so taking away that Juggernaut maybe is almost like a blessing in disguise here. I thought I had really messed up, and for all intents and purposes, for the information that I knew at the time, I definitely did mess up, but I think it's okay. I'd really love to draw planes next turn and be able to cast Lyra. As it stands, I'm going to be getting in for 5. Okay. Excavation Elephant, not kicked, so that's just a 3/5 on the ground. Demonic Vigor, huh? Okay. I could put this on something and just give it a little extra power in the air. Same with Arcane Flight. I don't have anything I would need to put flying on right now, but if I want to just get in some more damage, I can. But I actually think maybe here I just play Time of Ice, tap down this guy, tap down whatever else they have. No, I still don't think I want to do that. Time of Ice may just not be as good as I thought it was. It's not good against Keldon Overseer, that's for sure. It also lets them kick this guy if they end up having anything in the graveyard they want. I think I'm just going to power up my guys. We'll put Arcane Flight on... What's this guy's kicker? 4? We'll put Arcane Flight there. Demonic Vigor on my Aven Sentry, because with the lands as it stands, I'm not going to be kicking this, and I'd rather replay the Sentry. Seems kind of weird and dumb to attach Arcane Flight to something that already has flying, but at this point my hand doesn't need the flight capabilities. So I'm just going to start smashing in for 7 and try to win this race. They're going to crack back at me for 6. But as it stands, I'll do this a little bit quicker than they will. This seems like a very good card to me. I like this card a lot. Ooh, On Sarah's Wings. Wow. Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Okay. So that's bad. And that's a definite reason for me to play Time of Ice next turn. Very good reason for me to play Time of Ice. And it only grabs an artifact. I was worried that said Historic Permanent, but since it does not, we're good. So yeah, I'm going to Time of Ice here. Tap down their guy, swing in for 7. It won't untap next turn. And I'll theoretically just be taking 3 from the Overseer. And hopefully I win next turn and don't worry about having to bounce my own creatures. Because that is the downside with Time of Ice, is it'll bounce mine too. You know, if I attack in with these guys next turn and I don't win the game, then they're going to be coming back to my hand. Knight of Grace. That's okay for right now. Oh, the Weatherlight. Okay, so that's going to stop me from winning the game here, right? Because they're just going to be able to crew that thing. So that's unfortunate. Okay. So I get to tap something here. I will tap the... Whatever I tap, I'm sure they probably just crew the Weatherlight with. But I would definitely rather kick Knight of Grace back to their hand than Keldon Overseer. Okay, so I still may be able to win here because they're crewing the Weatherlight. But if I Arcane Flight the Academy Drake, taking it to 4, attack him with both, only one gets blocked, and then I do Blessing on the one that's not blocked, still dealing 6? Yep, I think so. It's going to be unfortunate if I'm wrong, but... Okay. Put this over here. Alright, and we got that game. So, I think it's possible we sideboard out Time of Ice, because it did look like they have a lot of effects with Kicker on it, and maybe just opt for, I don't know, another creature of some kind. I don't know what that creature would be. Maybe I just put in another Demonic Vigor. Maybe I put in an Opt. Seems weird, but, you know, I take out a card that's not going to look like it probably does me a ton. I just smooth out my draws a little bit. I'm okay with that. What do we got here? We have Opt on turn 1. And if we can find some lands, I think we're in a acceptable spot. I'm going to keep this. It's probably risky, but I'm going to trust being on the draw and having turn 1 Opt is going to be okay. Okay, so I do find another land. That's good. I'm just going to Opt here so in case I forget to, because that's like me. And I am going to keep the swamp because I want to get to Dark Bargain and that kind of stuff turn 4. Well, probably turn 5, because I imagine I'll be running out my Sentry. But having Vicious Offering open sooner is good, too. Okay, I'm not going to play Vicious Offering on that. Oh, drawing into my pocket of lands here. It does make me regret keeping that land on top, but it was the right call at the time, I believe. And again, I'm not going to do Vicious Offering on not a great card. Sorry if you're hearing a bunch of dinging here. My phone is connected and on my computer, and it keeps going on and off. And then I got distracted with that, and I clicked through the instep when I should have Vicious Offering to Aven Sentry. Yeah, that's not great. So I'm going to take a lot more damage here than I should. Ugh. That was a bad decision. Just bad on me. I'm going to go ahead and kill the Sentry. It's going to put me a turn behind, which is really crappy, but I'm just going to start steamrolling down damage from these guys. Next turn, I probably play Aven Sentry, unless I draw a 5-mana card I would really like to play, which is very possible. There's a lot of those in my deck. But then we wait till turn 6 for Dark Bargain. That doesn't seem great either. Yeah, just wasting my turn here was probably end up going to be very impactful. Because the goal is being able to see 3 cards out of my deck. That's, you know, a 1/10 of my entire deck. I should be able to find Sarah Angel, Lyra, Josu, the Djinn, one of those guys in there, right? Like, one of them should be there. And still flying for strike. Eeh. Not good. And here I think I just gotta... It's even got first strike. This is just bad for me. I'm going to play Dark Bargain. See if I even have reason to go through to the next turn. Because otherwise I feel like I'm just too far behind. If I find something here I really like, then I'll stay in. And I don't. These are not cards I want at all. I'm just going to concede. Go to game 3. Not happy with myself there. But I'm going to keep this same deck. Not going to make any other substitutions. It is possible I'm playing too few of creatures in this deck. And here, I have the op, but I'm only on one land. And if I get to 2 lands, I feel like I can get there, but I got them all. Well, we're going to keep this as much as I don't love it. Because I do not want to go to 5. Put that on the bottom for sure. That's the destroy target land one. I don't particularly love that card. But I'm going to pass here. Still do not have anything I can cast. I'm going to probably throw down this 3/1. Oh no, Knight of Grace, even worse. Academy Drake, which again, I do not have the blue mana to cast. I'm going to pass, going to take 2 on my next turn, or 2 on their turn. If I can draw into a blue mana, I can play Academy Drake, and then Cloud Reader Sphinx the next turn, and I really just feel confident with where I'm at that point, but without getting blue mana, I feel like I've just lost this game already. So at least I have something to play here. I can play Aven Sentry. It's the first card I can actually cast this game. I do have to keep in mind that if he plays his Power Stone artifact or something like that, Orcish Vandal can just kill the Sentry, which would be bad. But I guess that's really no different than just a removal spell at this point, because he'd be spending the entire turn playing whatever artifact it is. Well, he has an artifact, but that's a very good artifact. Oh gosh, that is a just amazing card. Luckily, without any legendaries, it's going to take him 7 lands to equip it somewhere. Or, yeah, 7 mana. But then it just gets +7/+7, which is absurd. I'm going to go ahead and attack him with Aven Sentry. Nothing else I can actually do here. Hope that he does not play a legendary creature. And he does. Crap. Okay, that is nigh unbeatable at this point, probably. I mean, I'll have to top deck an Eviscerate or something just to kill that to keep the equipment off of it for a turn. Juggernaut is not what I'm looking for. Let's see. If I attack in and he blocks it, the first strike still kills it. Okay. If I don't attack with the Aven Sentry here, I can block his, what is it, Tiana? Because that's just going to be smacking in for 8, unless they play another land, and then it's even more. I mean, I can let 8 through and still live at 6. But I feel like my odds are against me if I do that. Yeah, Plains is not going to get me there. Alright, that is going to be game. On to match 6.